like this girl. I don't like this girl. Leaf must die now.
She must die.
Why is she giving people this? Why is she
Doing what?
I was hiding her. I did not want you to see her. I said I should kill her. If I don't kill her, they will kill me.
Who?
I don't want her to know God because she knows God.
Take away the high blood. Remove your high blood. Remove that mark of death. Stand up. You are tired. What have you walked?
I'm old.
You are old, eh? You are old and you want to kill a young girl. Move like an old person. Let me see. Move like an old person. Yes. You cannot see. Now come. Touch me. Go! Out! Tell us your wonderful name and your marvelous testimony.
My name is Bevian Kenyoy. My trouble started when I was young. My parents used to think that I was mad. They have taken from one native doctor to another. When I was growing up, I faced a lot of challenges as a kid. So around when I was 14 years, I was in Form 5 writing my GCE. I had,
at 14?
Yes, I had a lot of attacks. When I'm reading, people are walking outside. When I sleep, I eat.
Wait.
When I sleep, I'm with snakes. Towards when I had to write my GCE, I woke up one morning and I just felt I could not talk, not sing. But within me, I was seeing just dead people. For 3 months, I was seeing dead people. I keep being, I'm with so many snakes, but they don't harm me. So I just used to say it to my friends, and I'm like, wow. My mother had to leave Yaoundé and come to the village. It was too much. From there, they would take me to the native doctor's house. They take the knife and they are cutting my skin, but I'm not bleeding. Whatever they were doing, they did a lot of evil things. They took me from there, they took me to church again. A lot of people came to our house, pastors came, priests came. Then they said, I have to leave the village. I left when I was in Bamenda. They asked me to come back again to the village. They took me to another native doctor. They had to cut my body, put
and in all this time, whether to the native doctor, whether in all of this, was the situation changing?
It was not changing.
You were still seeing yourself in the snakes?
Yes, I was still seeing the very things. When I left the village now, I came to Yaoundé. I was in Upper Seat. The things that I saw in that native doctor's house, they came in my dream. The snake came and bite me. I woke up, my leg was paining. I started seeing demons. Everything became worse. This thing that pressed someone in the night, it was affecting me even in school. Every blessed day, I will face it. It will hold me. Everything. Towards my HNT, I had chronic typhoid. All the test results were negative. Anytime I'm in the hospital, I see just cats.
Cats?
Yes, cats, black cats. And when they bring the needle to inject me, I collapse. I pass out in the hospital 6 times. And anytime I collapse, I urinate on my body. They had to take me from the hospital. They took me to church. They prayed. When they came back, I had something in my stomach. Was like somebody take a knife and they are turning it, scrolling it. I could not laugh, I could not smile. I started drinking, going to nightclubs, doing whatever any young girl could do as in social life. I was playing life. I never wanted to go to church again or pray. I would just be like, God, thank you for my life. I just sleep. There was this moment that I had to travel out of the country. I collapsed in the plane. I urinated.
In the plane?
Yes. That's just like this. I just urinated on my body. Then I remember that when I was in my mother's house, I had this dream that a man came and slept with me. I felt it. It was so real, like it was reality. I just said, let me go and pee. I bedwetted. My younger ones were around me, and I was so ashamed. The next day it happened. I had to control. I had to stand up like this, and I see bedwetted on my skin. I told my mother what is happening. Because of that, I thought maybe the problem was from our family house. I stopped sleeping over at my mother's place. Then this period that I went out of the country, I was coming again. I was at the airport. My eyes started standing. It became so big. I could not see. I was standing, I would not see. When I arrived Cameroon,
Quand je suis arrivé au Cameroun,
I started drinking again. I drink, I don't get drunk. I can drink one bottle of whiskey. I'm sitting and looking at somebody like this.
You're just looking at it like nothing.
Yes,
It's like water.
I drink, my friends get drunk. I'm the one to carry them. But I'm like, why am I not getting drunk?
So before you came here, it's like you were still in the season of that drinking.
Yes, I was still drinking. Man of God. As you see me standing here like this,
Comme vous me voyez ici.
if they could tell me that I'll ever come to church and stand like this, I would say no. I would say no.
You had already, she had already forgotten about God. In fact, it was drinking. It was she just wanted to be living her life
Elle voulait juste mener sa vie
because God has not helped her.
parce que Dieu ne l'avait
In
pas
all that you were trying around, nothing happened.
aidé.
The worst thing that happened was that when I came back, my blood pressure started rising. I went to the hospital that night. They said there is nothing wrong with me. They don't know why my blood pressure is rising. The next day, they carried out 5 tests. It was negative. The doctor, they started advising me that I should know that taking drugs for the rest of my life is not bad. So when they look at my age, I'm 22 with high blood pressure. They don't understand what is happening. The doctor said I should go and do a test to check if I have lung cancer because as I used to drink and take shisha, he said I'm
And you were
maybe
taking shisha.
yes. I could not even stay without it.
Je ne pouvais même pas
Like
vivre
when
sans
I
la
sit,
chicha.
I just want to take. I just leave the house and go and take shisha. I smoke and I come back drink, and then when I'm angry, I drink. When anything, I just drink. When I'm happy, celebrate. There must be alcohol. So I went and did the test. It was negative.
J'ai fait le test et
He
c'était
was like, he
négatif.
doesn't know what is causing my blood pressure. That this one is more than hemo. But let me just be taking medication. They said me that I should go and do vasectomy. They had to check my liver. They had to check my kidney, my ovaries, everything.
Toutes les parties
The
de mon
test
corps
was
étaient-
normal. They said that, but they don't know. I was with my sister here. We went together.
On est allé ensemble avec ma soeur.
The doctor said, but
Le
he
docteur a
doesn't
dit,
know.
Il ne sait pas.
The medication that I was taking,
Le médicament que je
as
prenais.
I was taking the medication, everything was worse.
Pendant
As
que
I'm
je prenais ce
standing here,
médicament, tout était
the
pire.
night before
Before
Friday,
Avant vendredi,
I was sitting as in not sleeping, but it was like someone was pressing my neck.
c'était comme si
I was suffocating. I called her. She was here in church. I keep calling. I think I gave her like 10 missed calls. It was like somebody was holding my neck. Then there was this,
appel manqué.
like people are standing on my head.
C'était comme s'il y avait des
The
gens
worst
sur
thing
ma
is,
tête.
immediately I plan to go for sports.
Quand je me planifie
That
pour
thing
aller
comes
faire le
and
sport, cette
my
chose
head is
se
heavy.
fait.
When I
Ma
plan
tête
to
est
step out of the house to
Quand
go
je veux
anywhere, my
sortir,
head is heavy.
ma tête
The
est
night,
lourde.
the night I had to come to this church, I never
La nuit
wanted
que
to
je
come
devais
because I
venir à
knew
cette
my
église,
head would be
je
heavy.
ne voulais pas venir.
Nothing will happen. Let me just stay. But I was like, whatever. Let me just come.
J'ai dit,
The
non, je
moment
vais
that
aller.
I step here and I
Quand je suis
entered,
entré ici,
if someone could say that I would stand for
quelqu'un pouvait
for
dire
us to sing and
je pouvais
pray,
me
I would not
placer
believe because
des
when I
sœurs
entered
pour
the church, that thing
chanter
left.
et prier. Je-
When you
I-
enter here, it
Yes.
left.
Quand je suis entré ici, ça a quitté.
When I went out to urinate,
Je suis allé uriner.
I was coming. I saw the man of God. My head became big. Some just said I should just take my back and leave. That
J'ai
there's
vu
nothing
l'homme
here. Let
de
me just
Dieu
take my
et je
back.
voulais
I continued. I
partir.
sat down. When he was here, there was this mass prayer.
Quand il était ici, il y avait cette
I don't know
prière
if
de
someone. I felt fire from my
J'ai
head like
ressenti
this.
le feu. de mes
Fire.
During the
for-
mass prayer on Friday.
Yes,
Le
I've
feu
never
durant
felt
la
anything
prière.
like that all my life. I felt fire.
J'ai ressenti
I
le
sat
feu.
down and then when you prayed for me,
Et quand vous avez prié pour moi,
immediately when I left my chair and you said I should come,
quand j'ai quitté mon siège
I
pour
felt
avancer,
that heavy burden on me again.
J'ai
But when you
ressenti
put
ce
your hand on
fardeau
me, it
sur
was
moi.
like everything
mais
left
quand
my
j'ai
body.
posé la main sur moi,
Immediately I lay hand on you, everything left you.
quand j'ai
You
posé la
felt
main
light.
sur toi, tout a quitté.
I felt like everything left my body.
Et tout a quitté mon corps.
She's talking her life. You cannot
I used to
understand.
be the one telling girls that
C'est moi qui disais aux
expose your breast now, expose your legs. Why are you
Expose
dressing
tes
like
seins.
this?
Pourquoi
If
est-ce que
you
tu
don't
t'habilles comme
expose
ça?
your
Tu
body,
n'exposes
they
pas
will
ton
not
corps,
see you.
Ils
They
ne vont
will-
pas te voir.
I can't believe I was saying all those
Je
things.
ne peux pas croire que
She's
je
not
disais toutes ces
believing that
choses.
she herself was
Elle
saying
ne
all
croit
those
pas
things.
qu'elle-même disait ces
Because
choses.
deliverance has come and she's seen the light.
Et elle a vu
When you
la
are moving in
lumière.
darkness,
Quand
those
tu marches
things,
dans le ténèbre,
they
ces
instead
choses,
they are nice things.
c'est des bonnes choses.
You are
pour
in
toi.
this world, those things are the things of the world.
Dans
She
ce
was
monde,
living
les choses du
actually in
monde.
the darkness. darkness.
Elle vivait dans le ténèbres.
Now she's saying, I cannot believe that
Mais
I
elle dit, elle ne peut pas
was
croire
saying those
qu'elle,
things.
elle pouvait dire ces choses.
She's the author of short things and exposure of
L'auteur
breast.
des
She's
choses-
the author of
des choses
shisha.
courtes
She's
et
the author.
exposer les seins.
She drinks
Elle buvait
whiskey without getting
Une
drunk.
bouteille de whisky sans être
She even carries her friends. She helps her friends
Elle
to
aidait
go home.
même ses amis qui étaient seuls.
But she's not believing that.
Mais elle ne croyait
She
pas
began to feel a conscience to dress and expose her
qu'elle
body
devait
just
avoir sa
after
conscience
one
pour
day of
s'habiller,
deliverance.
couvrir son corps après un jour de délivrance.
My dreams, I'm always. I don't even know how to swim very well, but in my dream, I swim very well.
Dans mes
I see
rêves,
myself
je nage
under
très
the sea.
bien.
I'm
Je
turning,
me vois
rolling inside
sous la
water. There was a time that I went to the sea.
Je suis
I
allée
said,
à
let
la
me try
mer.
and swim. It's like I can swim very well. I don't know. I will laugh with my friends that in the spirit, I'm Mami Water, I can
J'ai
swim.
dit à mes
Without
amis
knowing that I
qu'en
was
esprit,
saying,
je suis un Mami Water.
You see,
Je peux
before
nager.
you speak like this,
Avant,
if
je
there
peux
is no
parler comme ça.
deliverance,
S'il
you
n'y a
cannot
pas de
expose
délivrance,
yourself
tu
like
ne
this.
peux pas
You cannot
t'exposer
say,
comme ça.
I've
Tu
been
peux pas
drinking
dire,
shisha, I've been
j'ai
drinking
consommé
whiskey,
la chicha,
I've been
le
following
whisky.
men, I've been
Suivre les hommes.
dressing with my body. But
M'habiller avec
it's
le
because
corps
there is
couvert.
deliverance.
Parce qu'il y a
True
la
deliverance
délivrance.
does not bring
La
shame.
vraie délivrance
When you are
n'apporte pas la
delivered,
honte.
that is how
Quand
you
tu es
expose the
délivré,
devil.
Tu exposes le diable.
She's just talking the thing like a. So we need to learn. How are you feeling now?
I'm
Comment tu
feeling
te
peace,
sens,
man of God. I used to get so anxiety, depression.
J'avais la
I want to
dépression.
kill myself. I once asked my aunt to commit suicide. Is it a
J'ai
sin?
demandé à
My
tante
mom,
de-
even when there were
se
rats in my
suicider
house,
parce
I'm
que c'est
telling
un
my
péché.
mom to buy rat poison for me.
Yeah?
She will be scared to give me the rat poison that I
That-
can,
that you
take,
can
it.
take it.
Yes, because when I'm just mad, I'm like, wow, let me just die. God, let me just die now. I just want to die. There was this.
Hey, you
I
were
was
on your way to
craving for
death.
death.
You were actually on your way to death
Tu
because
étais en chemin
drinking much
de
whiskey,
suicide.
smoking shisha,
Tu buvais
hanging
le
out,
whisky.
doing all those things. Is
Tu consommais
when
la
you
chicha.
decide that I die, I die.
C'est
You
quand tu
don't
décides que
care
tu vas
about your
mourir.
life
Tu
again.
t'en fous de ta vie.
Now you say you want to say something. Yes, quickly say it.
Yes, people of God, I just want to thank God for our life because
Je remercie Dieu
the
pour sa
family
vie.
now, at some point, the mom said, I've abandoned you to
À un
her.
moment,
Just do her
la
as you
mère
can
dit, je
do.
l'ai
So I was
abandonnée à toi.
patiently
Fais-
talking
fais-
to
fais-
her.
fais
No
comme
matter
tu veux.
what, I would talk. At times when I talk,
Parfois,
she
quand
used to
je
mock
parlais,
at me
elle se
concerning
moquait
church.
de moi.
Yes.
Yeah, she even reminded me the other day.
Elle m'a même
I told her
rappelé.
one day you will come.
J'ai dit,
I don't
un
know
jour
how, but
tu
I
vas
know
venir.
that you will come. God is not condemning you.
Dieu ne te
No matter
condamne
where you
pas.
have gone to, I know you can still
Peu
come
importe
back,
ce que tu
even
as
if it's through
traversé, tu peux
sickness.
revenir.
So when I went and explained to the family what happened,
Quand j'ai expliqué
you
à la
know,
famille,
you can see the mother in this kind of peace. The uncle that was sponsoring her, they were
Non,
not talking for
qui l'a
long.
sponsorisé,
And
il
she
parlait
wrote him an
ensemble.
apology, she greeted him, and in fact, everything is just happening. So I
Elle a
really just want to
présenté
thank
ses
God for her
excuses
life.
à-
Hallelujah. Clap hands to Jesus. Go back to her.
I've not been happy for a very long time.
Je n'ai pas été joyeuse
I was
pendant
thinking that
longtemps.
maybe the bags, the shoe, the hair,
They will give you
they will give me
happiness.
happiness. But I
Clap hands to
was-
Je vais
Jesus.
me donner la fierté. Maintenant,
Thank you. God bless you.
que Dieu vous
So
bénisse.
take your seat.